This is a tutorial how to fill out a W-4 form in 2026, an employee's withholding certificate. And if you were recently hired somewhere or maybe added another job, your employer is going to give you this form and ask you to fill it out. And I will show you how to do it quickly and easily. Now, keep in mind, the purpose of this form is to determine how much should be withheld from your paycheck for taxes each pay period. Because the idea is that at tax season, when you go to file your taxes, if you get a huge refund, it means you had too much withheld. Your net pay throughout the year should have been higher. Conversely, if you have to write a check, well, that's no fun writing a check at tax season. But if you have to write a check to the IRS, it means you had too little withholding and risk getting an underpayment penalty. So ideally, it'll be a break even or you'll get a small refund. So let me show you how to fill this out. Now we start in step one. We put our first name, our middle initial, our last name, our social security number, our address, and then we go down to our filing status. If we're single, we put this. If we're married, check that box. Head of household. Now it tells you if you're unmarried but pay more than half the cost of keeping up a home for yourself and a qualifying individual, usually a kid, maybe this is a single parent, something like that, that's a head of household. And you can read the definition right here. Now, everyone's doing step one, but let me show you a few different scenarios. And after step one's done, assuming you have one job, you're single or married, but your spouse doesn't work. So we're talking about one job in the household. Well, if you have one job and no dependents and no side hustle or other income from some other side gig you're doing, you scroll all the way down to step 5, sign, date, and you are done. That's it. So just to be clear, if you are single or married, but your spouse doesn't work, and you have no dependents like children, and you don't have some side business, just scroll all the way down to step 5, sign, date, and you are finished. Okay. Now, what if you have children? So what we're going to do is scroll from step 1 down to step 3, and anyone that has dependents like children, they're going to have to fill out this section. And let me show you here. There's a qualifier. It says that if your total income is going to be less than $200,000 if you're single or $400,000 if you're married filing jointly, because if you make more than that, then this step does not apply. If you make more than that, it will not affect your tax outcome, so you can skip it. But most people make less than that, so that's why we're going to go through it. You're going to put the number of your kids times this number here. So if you have one child under 17, you put 2,200 here because we're multiplying the number of children times this 2,200. If you have 2 kids under 17, you put 4,400. If you have 3 kids under 17, you put 6,600. You get the idea. And then, of course, if you have an other dependent, maybe an elderly person that's incapacitated that you're taking care of, something like that, you're going to put that number in here. You're going to multiply that number of other dependents by 500. You'll add this up here and put it on line 3. That is how you do step 3 for anyone that has dependents, okay? Then they're going to go down to step 5 and sign. Most cases, you're skipping step 4 because there's a section other income not from jobs, and this is a voluntary additional withholding. Now, unless you know you need this withholding, you should just skip step 4 unless you explicitly need to do it, and I'll explain. If you have multiple jobs. Now, if you have, let's say you have one job, but your spouse has one job and you file jointly. Well, that's considered multiple jobs because whether you're single with 2 jobs or married where each spouse has one job, when you file a tax return, there are 2 jobs being accounted for. A married couple is one entity on the tax return. So that's why even if you have one job, but your spouse has one job, you have to go to the step 2 multiple jobs section. All right. The easiest way to do this is when you think of these 2 jobs, whether you have both jobs yourself or your spouse has the other job, think of how much the higher paying job makes. Think of how much the lower paying job makes. If the lower paying job pays at least half of the higher paying job, you can check this box right here, step 2C, check this box, and then scroll down to step 5, sign, and you're done. Now, if you check the box, because let's say job 1 makes $90,000, job 2 makes $60,000, because the lower paying job pays more than half, that means you check the box here, but also the other job whoever has that job, whether it's your second job or whether it's your spouse's job, they need to go talk to whomever handles W-4s filings at their employment and say, hey, I need to update my W-4. And then both W-4s should have this checkbox. Now, one question I've gotten so many times is, if there are multiple W-4s you're updating, like in this scenario where I'm talking about both W-4s check this box, where do we claim the dependents? If you have multiple jobs, it doesn't matter if it's 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, you only put your dependents on one W-4. That's it. And it's the W-4 for the highest paying job, just to be clear. So if you and your spouse have 3 jobs between you, if you have 3 jobs and you're single, it doesn't matter. You only put dependents on one of those W-4s, and it's the job that pays the most, just to be clear. Now, you might say, well, I have 3 jobs, or between my spouse and I, we have 3 jobs. Okay, I have another video I will link to in the description with a multiple jobs worksheet that explains how to do it, or you can use this estimator app. There's a link here to use that estimator. But in most cases, I'm just going to do a very quick summary. Everyone's doing step 1. Only if there are 2 or more jobs in the entire household, meaning you're single and have 2 or more jobs, or you and your spouse both have at least 1 job, you must do the step 2. And I just showed you step 2C is the easiest way to do it, but you must update both W-4s. If there are 3 jobs, you need to do the multiple jobs worksheet. I have a tutorial that makes it super, super simple, and I'll link to it in the description. Open the description, look at the link. Anyone that has dependents that they're claiming must fill this section out here. Most people are going to skip this unless they're making money without withholding somewhere else and they need to add, they want more money withheld. They want more money. Maybe for some reason, when they filled the W-4 last year, there wasn't enough withholding and they want more money withheld. But I can tell you from experience, most people are going to skip this. Step 4. Then everyone signs step 5, dates it, and they are done. If you have questions, please leave a comment. I truly hope this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching.